some relief in the sense that if you have several states owning their own police forces, the healthy competition about how the police forces are run might engender some improvement in the system. But that by itself may not solve the problem, because these are the same states that are crying that the federal government controls all economic resources. So from where would they get the money to fund this police? And what we recommended in that report was that it's not something every state should do. It's states that can afford it and meet the criteria for setting up a state police should be licensed to do that.
We'll come back and have a bit more discussion on that in just a moment. Please stay with us. Mr. Innocent Chukwuma is still with us. Just before we went on that break, you were answering the question as to whether or not the structure of the police and the funding required will work together.
Yeah, there's a lot that needs to be done in the police to reposition it. A lot of us who are in this sector have, through reports convening over the years, suggested, one, the legal framework of the police needs to be amended. The 1943 Police Act is still the legal framework governing the police as we speak. Over the years, there have been reform bills. Once they get into the third reading and committee stage, the administration in the National Assembly that started them expires, another one comes and begins. And if we don't look at it from that perspective, the whole mission of the police...
In terms of how the police is currently constituted.
Precisely. It all goes into that. So, in the absence of a comprehensive legal framework that will provide for all these reforms, some of which have taken place, and many that needs to take place, if we don't do that, it will just be something you do within a lifespan of an IG, another one will come and change it, as we are experiencing over the years. So there is no shortcut to fixing the police. We need to sit down, better understand the problem, and deal with it. I don't believe we can do anything through policing by donation or projects as we are currently doing.
Who do you think should be the one calling for that sit-down, and who should be in the sit-down when it is called?
The police is part of the executive arm of the government.
True.
It's the first power of the president. Without a presidential interest and directive that will signal that, look, something has to change, it's no longer business as usual. If that doesn't happen at that very highest level, whatever we're doing is cosmetics. And beginning from that, all other actors, including the parliament, civil society can at best agitate, which is what we have been doing over the years. But without a commitment, without a buy-in from the executive, because there is no police bill that can pass in the parliament without it being an executive bill. Forget private members' bill, it will not, because the president, from both the Police Act itself and extant law, have to take interest in this issue.
Well, Mr. Innocent Chukwuma, we have to thank you very much. Definitely very interesting perspective provided there. Mr. Innocent Chukwuma is Regional Head, Ford Foundation, and he's been speaking to us here in Abuja. That's where we wrap up Sunrise Daily this morning, and we hope that it will be something for us to ponder as we try to, better the welfare and, the capacity and efficiency of the Nigeria Police Force. And hopefully this conversation will continue in the following days. Thank you for watching. I'm Maokbe Ogun. It's back to Chamberlain and Gimba in Lagos.
Well, yes, indeed. That's where we also draw the curtains today on the program. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm Chamberlain Usal.
Thanks for watching. I'm Gimba Umar.